As of 17 hours ago, Brawl Stars released a new post asking people what their tastiest balance change suggestions are for Brawl Stars, buffs, nerfs, or changes. They've been doing this a lot recently, and I don't know if they're actually taking community opinions for what they're gonna do in the update. Maybe they will. The Brawl Talk should be coming out in like a week from now, so maybe we'll see at least one of these comments under this post coming into the game. Since there's only like a week until the update, I just want to go through like all this stuff that they're posting and see if anything actually comes true. And we got another comment suggestion. So today's challenge is to flip your phone opposite direction and try to subscribe while you can't even see it. All right, let's see. Isabella says a brawler that really needs a damage buff is Sandy. I hardly see any players using him, whether it's in 3v3 or showdown, and it's probably because of all the nerfs he's gotten that makes him practically unplayable. Yeah, I haven't seen him either. Actually, I haven't seen him like anywhere, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that damage nerf that happened like a really long time ago. Maybe we'll see some Sandy love. Jessie could use a slight attack speed buff. It is just much slower than many of the other brawlers. I think that's fair. Is Jessie good right now, or is she bad? Or is she just like in the middle? I haven't really seen much of Jessie recently at all, actually. Maybe she could use a buff. Make Byron playable. He's so bad right now. He currently has no reload speed and no damage. Shots normally can't pierce through teammates, combined with a low reload speed means you can't heal teammates because you don't have enough ammo. Sometimes while aiming on opponents, teammates block shots. This is very true. He's so bad. He's so awful. He's like not even like C tier. No, he's just straight up like D or F tier. Buffing his reload speed will give him more damage and more healing, which is a really good mix that he needs. And another thing that they could do is they could buff that star power that makes him able to shoot through people, or they can make that a base mechanic and then give him a different star power maybe. I feel like that's one of those things that should be base kit. Well, there's the problem where almost every brawler has a star power or gadget that severely outclasses the other option, but that's a bit much to ask. Yeah. One other balance change I want to see is a change to Gus. I don't really like how the ghosts work, as it makes it hard for your teammates to heal from them. I would love to see the ability changed so that the ghosts are placed at the end of your attack. I would like that too. I would like it if at least he could shoot a wall and place the ghost. I think that would be a really good change because it would make more sense. You can shoot your ghost behind you or like to a nearby wall for your teammates to grab them, because when they're up by your enemies, the only thing that you want to do with them is use Cookie Popper, because you can really only use them offensively. When is the enemy ever going to be in your spawn where you can place a ghost on them? I don't even think that Gus is like bad right now though, so I don't know if he needs the change, but it's something that I would want to see. Anytime you die with Chester's super, it always switches to the bomb. I think whatever super you die with is the super that you should respawn with. Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's not even intended, but maybe it is. I think that Buster was kind of overkilled. He got nerf after nerf after nerf, and I get that he was busted, but I played many Power League games since the balance changes, and I haven't seen one Buster player even on his good maps, because he suffered so much from the damage reduction. Giving him a small damage buff or unload buff would make him good again. See, my problem with this post is that I don't like fighting Buster, so I don't want to see him get a buff like ever. I just don't want to see him anymore. So I mean, maybe he's weak, but let's buff El Primo instead. Let's buff Bull instead. I don't know. I'd rather see any of the other tanks do well than Buster. Hey, here's another one about Buster. I feel like Buster was too nerfed. Yeah, I don't know. The changes that I can think of right at the top of my head are Edgar desperately needs his rework. I agree. I hope that comes in the next update. That would be huge. I want to see it so bad. Then Byron and Sandy need a buff. Yeah. Mr. P also needs a buff. When people are up close to him and walking towards him, he's completely defenseless. That's true. I don't know what they could do though. What could they do about that? And also the current worst gadgets and star powers need some serious love too. Cough to the max. Isn't that like Surge's star power? I think for Bull needs to be rework with his super charging towards your enemies, but instead uses your super and charge at the... I can't read this. I think what they're saying is Bull needs the gadget changed into the Stomper as a base kit. That's something we went over already. Still would like to see it. I think that would be really good. I also definitely think Chester's second star power sneak peek needs to be changed because it don't even compare to his other star power at all. I agree, sneak peek is kind of doo-doo. Also, his super Pop Rocks needs to be able to be thrown at a small range or something. Yeah, Pop Rocks is also kind of D tier. If they're gonna change his second star power, I feel like they should just remove the current one and completely replace it. I think that the best balance change you could do is reworking the vision gear so it only works in bushes, because right now it's ruining Leon and Sandy. Is it actually ruining them? I guess in like Power League you can counter pick with a vision and then their supers are useless, but that's kind of the point of it. I also have never been a fan of the vision gear, so I wish it was something different entirely, so I don't completely disagree. I think a good rework for Belle's grounded would be to reduce the enemy damage when they're hit by Belle's super. That or nerfing projectile speed. Projectile speed would be weird. I think nerfing their damage for a little bit would actually be kind of good. I feel like that would be much better than the current grounded. We're moving over to Twitter because I ran out of results on YouTube. There was like no other highly liked comments. So we have Spen saying that Edgar, Bull, and Vision Gear need a rework, specifically on Leon and Sandy. So I guess it's a popular opinion that Vision Gear shouldn't work on them. Buff Jesse, Mr. P, and Byron. Yeah, we saw those before. Nerf Gray, Otis, and Ash. I think the only nerf that Gray should be getting is not being able to immediately teleport with this super. I feel like it should have to charge up, but that's all that they should nerf with him, because if they do anything else, he's gonna be really bad. And I'm not a Gray main talking about this. I don't even play him, but I feel like he'll be ruined if you do anything else. But I do agree that he should not instantly teleport. That's broken. Gray nerf. Sam super nerf. Damage or range of the super. Yeah. Nerf Spike Mythic Gear. All right, I guess. Grom basic attack damage. Okay. Nerf Dynastics. They blow up way too fast. I guess. I don't know. I don't really agree with that one. Nerf Mandy range. Long shot when she's standing still, but that's like her whole thing. Nerf Poco damage. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you nerf Poco damage, he'll be bad again, but he's still really good. So I don't know. Nerf Lou Mythic Gear. No, don't nerf my boy Lou. You can't do that to my boy. Buff Pam, buff Tara, buff Sandy. All right. Nerf Ash, Sam, Gray, Poco, B. All right. Yeah, I guess I agree with those. Especially B. Dude, B is so annoying. Buff anything that can deal with Ash, Sam, and Gray and Poco. Yeah, okay. Shelly buff. Yep. This has been long awaited for the last 5 years. Kill Bow Totem. I agree. Let's just remove it. The Edgar rework. Hopefully. Buff Mandy, nerf Bonnie. That's the first of those I've seen in this video. So here's to hoping that this update just comes with a big round of changes for a bunch of bad star powers and gadgets. Like, what if this update just brings like 10 different star powers, 20 different gadgets that are like D tier, and then they just make them like better, or they completely rework them? That would be a pretty big update. Even if it's changing existing content, I still feel like it would be really cool. But yeah, that's about it for this video. There isn't much more to see. So let's see if any of these changes that are being very popularly spoken about actually end up in the game. Popular ones are like an Edgar rework, apparently a Jesse buff, nerfing Gray in some way, and fixing some gadgets and star power. So let's see if any of that shows up. And if it doesn't, then oh well. But yeah, don't forget to flip your phone backwards and subscribe. Try to do it without being able to see it. That being said, I'll see you later. Goodbye.